Hello, everybody. Let me just get comments up here on my iPad, and then we're going to get started. Okay, make sure I'm live in the right place. When you come in, just say hello. Yay. Hello, everybody. It is the 26th of March, which is a couple days early for our Blessed to Craft Make and Take projects. Hi, Daisy. But the 28th is on a Sunday, and that is also the day that I do my live workshop for my memory keeping group. Hey, Debbie, thank you so much for your order. I got your email, and I'm going to email you back. I just haven't got into my emails yet today to reply to emails. So this Sunday is also the day that I do my live for my membership group, which is memory keeping focused. And so I just decided to do our Blessed to Craft live. I think it was you, Debbie, that I have an email from. If not, that's okay. Just ignore me. So I thought I would do our Blessed to Craft Make and Takes today. And it's Friday. That'll wrap up the week. Some of you may have your packages and some of you may not. And that's okay. So if you have not got your package yet, your cards and your fun products and your kits, you will get them. They have all been mailed. If it's taking a little bit longer and you're feeling worried about it, please email me and I will get you tracking information. In January or in February, I shipped them all a day early. So I shipped them on the 17th, and I still had a few people at the very beginning of March still not have their kits, and we tracked them and they were on the way. They were just delayed. So the post office is still running slow. So if you have not gotten yours by the beginning of next week, between like Monday and Wednesday of next week, contact me and we'll track it and I'll get you tracking information. So there is that. We are using the butterfly paper this month. This is the PDF that you get. I am changing some things up for Blessed to Craft, and I'll talk about that at the beginning of the month. It's not a bunch, it's not huge changes. It's just a couple things that it's going to help me on the back end of things for things to run a little bit smoother. So I'm excited about that. And then all of my Blessed to Craft ladies that are watching, if you purchased the Healing Hugs stamp set, there was a couple of you that purchased that. I may have sent my stamp set to one of you. So I was gathering up my supplies to get ready for this, and I cannot find my Healing Hug stamp set anywhere. And when I was packaging things up, what happened is one of you guys ordered the stamp set after the 12th of the month. So the first thing is if you're a member of the Blessed to Craft Make and Take packets, I send an email out at the beginning of the month that has the stamp set that we're using, and I give you the option to purchase that stamp set. And when you do, you don't pay shipping and you don't pay tax. It's a perk for being signed up with Blessed to Craft. That email goes out on the 1st, and then I close the order for all of my club stuff on the 12th. So if you've ordered a stamp set, if I need paper, if I need embellishment, like obviously you guys get paper and embellishments and all of that stuff, I close that order on the 12th. This month, one of you guys ordered the stamp set after the 12th of the month, and it was actually ordered. I don't know why I didn't think of this, but it was ordered like the day before I, packaged up kits. So I think what happened is I think I was packaging up kits, and I remember thinking, why do I have an extra, because I knew that stamp set was coming. I ordered it and I knew I was gonna have to ship it after the fact, like after, like I was gonna have to ship it separate because it hadn't got the packet, the stuff hasn't got to me yet. So I remember thinking when I was packaging up the kits, why do I have an extra Healing Hug stamp set when I know one's coming to me? Like, why, how is this possible? And I think what I just was packaging kits and I was trying to get them out. And I think that extra one was my stamp set sitting with my kits to do the cards. So if you get a stamp set and you're like, why is this already put together? Why sometimes I don't clean my stamps after using them. So if you get a stamp set and you are like, what is the deal? I'm not trying to gyp you. You have my stamp set. So, just email me and we'll figure it out. Like, I'm so sorry. That's the only thing I can think that had happened. I've looked everywhere for this stamp set. I packaged up all my retiring stuff yesterday. I did a live here and chatted with you guys while I was doing that. I just went through that box of retired products that, I'm setting aside and it's not there. So I had to send it in a package. So that's what's happening. So just contact me if that happened to you. The stamps, I'm getting a Stampin' Up delivery today or Monday, and there's a Healing Hug stamp set in that package. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure if I did it, I mean, I know I ordered it. So anyways, you guys, that's kind of what's happening. So when we make these cards, I'm not actually going to be able to stamp the sentiment. I'm just going to have to show you the finished card. And I apologize for that. This is why, I'll just tell you guys really quick. This is one of the reasons I am doing some things different with the club. So I actually reached out. Some of you guys follow Wendy Cranford. She is who I signed up with Stampin' Up, and she lives right around the corner from me. She lives 2 houses away. And we've been friends for a really long time. And I called her last Friday, actually, after I had sent everything out. I called her and I said, I just need some help organizing the stuff on the back end because every month I'm feeling stressed about what's happening. And I don't want to feel stressed about it because it's my favorite thing to do every month. I love doing it. But I just know that what I'm doing on the back end, maybe I could be doing something better. So I actually went to her house and she showed me how she organizes her club stuff and what she does. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this is going to be so helpful. It's going to help me stay a little bit more organized. And if I have Esau helping me package kits, it's not going to be as chaotic. So that's what's happening. That was a long intro, you guys. It was a long intro. Okay, so today we're going to make 3 cards. We are using the Butterfly Brilliance stamp set. We're using the designer paper. Unfortunately, the designer paper is sold out and it's gone forever. So I'm really bummed about that. I actually snagged 2 packs of it right before it was okay, it's gone forever. But Wendy ended up needing a pack because her club used the same stuff this month. And I was like, it's fine. Here's a pack. I don't want your club to, you not to have all the stuff for your club. But I was kind of bummed because I really love this paper. So, Laura said, oh, glad she could help. We love the club too. Oh, I'm so glad, Laura. I do love it. Hi, Kathy. I missed your hello there. I do love it. And I just know that, when things are organized correctly, when you're doing things like this, it can be hard. So I was super grateful for her help and super grateful for some of the tips she gave me. And I'm just going to update some things. And next month, not a spoiler, but as a heads up, we are going to be making fun fold cards. I have one in mind that I can't wait to make, and I'm going to get all that designed this weekend. So we're using the Butterfly Brilliance stamp, and then also the Healing Hugs, which I don't have. And that's for the sentiments. So let me just show you the sentiments on here. These are Get Well cards. I just realized that I didn't have a lot of these in my stash. And so I wanted to have some of these in my stash. And that was a great stamp. It is retiring. I started a demonstrator order and I placed that stamp set on there. It's on back order till the very beginning of April. I think I'm going to go ahead and order one because I'm scared that I've lost my stamp set now forever. And that is one I really wanted to hold on to. So I'm going to order another one before it's gone. For my Butterfly Brilliance stamp here, what I've done is, and this is in the new catalog, so there's no rush to get this one right away if you're wanting to wait to get it or, you know, whatever the case may be. I purchased 2 of these and I cut one of mine up, and then this one I'm going to leave together. So I'm totally willing to do that because I feel like I will use this a ton, and I like the idea of being able to use them separate, and then I like the idea of having it together. So that's not always something that I do, but definitely for this one, I just felt like it was definitely worth doing. So as always, what I'm going to do, and I like sharing this tip with you guys and reminding you of it because I think that it is so helpful. A few years back, Stampin' Up! Changed the way these stickers are done, and they are super, super sticky. And what happens sometimes is when you are pulling your stamp sets off the block, off your clear block, sometimes it will start to pull up the foam from the actual stamp, and that is because the sticker on here is so sticky. And so what I like to do, I did this long before the sticker situation because it used to not be, it wasn't sticky enough, so I wanted more of the cling foam to stick to the block. But now I continue to trim these so that they come off the block a little bit easier. And also, I feel like it's easier to get the sticker on. So I'm going to try to quickly fussy cut this because we're going to need this background one, the big one. It's going to be easier for our project. So I'm going to try to quickly fussy cut this. And then we'll get started. I like to remind you guys of this tip because it's easy to forget. And it's also, I know it's not always easy to get these stickers on. And I hate when a sticker gets put on a stamp set and then some of the clear sticker portion is hanging over the edge of the stamp. It like drives me bonkers. So this is an easy way. We'll have to be careful with this one because it's gonna... I'm feeling like this is taking too long. I'm starting to get sloppy with my cutting. So I hate when that sticker hangs over the edge as well. So I also feel like this is an easy way to help that situation. Sorry guys, I didn't realize that this wasn't done. I would have done this off camera before I started. If I had realized. So let's just come in here. Get some more of that. It just makes it easier to release from that clear block and it doesn't damage your stamps. I've had the foam rip completely off a stamp set that was a red rubber. So the foam between the red rubber and there's foam between the red rubber and the thing, and it totally ripped one of my stamps and ruined it one time. The other thing that's probably not helpful is I'm feeling a little bit hungry today at this time, which I normally don't get hungry around this time. And I feel like I've only had coffee, and so I feel maybe a little jittery. Okay, so now to put this on, what I do is I'm going to lay it down on my actual stamp. And see how that just makes it a little bit easier to line it up? Let me just trim this. I'm sorry, you guys. Not the best trim job. Oh, that's okay. Okay, so I lay it down here. Especially because this is a large one, so I want to get the placement right. See, it's like, I feel like... And you can even do this with large ones. Like, look, watch this. I feel like I don't like it when they don't line up. Okay. So this one we'll just put on and then it'll be easier. Of course. Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. It's like somebody needs to be playing the Jeopardy music. What in the world? Don't try this at home. I feel like scared that I'm going to cut myself right on camera. And that's going to be interesting. But also, these stickers, man, once you put it down on the foam, there is no getting it off without totally ruining your stamp. So I just feel like it's worth the effort to put these down. In fact, I just wonder. Like, I think I'm going to do the same thing with this one. I'm going to cut it off and put it on there. Ooh, I just cut that. Dang it. This is what happens when I rush. That happened to one of my brand news. I think one of these, actually. The sticker went down onto the foam. And, man, it is... I mean, you just can't... There's no way to get the stickers up from the foam once they... Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I can't get this. Oh, you guys. Thank goodness it's Friday. Thank goodness. Okay. So now we'll put this one here. Okay, now this will be easier because we'll just do the half. So let's peel half of this. See? See how that clear? Oh, that drives me bananas. That's okay. We're just going to have to, like, I'm going to have to just deal with it. Ooh. This is such a weird one. Like, see, it went right down on there. Oh, oh no. See? Oh, dang the bad luck. Oh, I'm stuck, you guys. I need a third hand. Okay. Oh, this is a nightmare. Okay, just put it down. Like, see, it's not even. Oh, and I ripped it. Well, don't do anything I just did, you guys. Don't follow this video if you're trying to put these stickers on. Ugh. It's a mess. Oh, well, I should have cut it. I should have cut them out individually. I'm positive this happened on my other one, which is why I was like, I'm going to trim it more. Like, I'm going to take the time to trim it out more than what I did last time. Ugh, what a mess. Okay, well, it's there. Laura said that, or Daisy said that stuff is super sticky. It is. It is. Okay, so in your kit, when you get Blessed to Craft kits, you get a card kit that looks like this. When you pull it out, you want to pull everything out really easily and just stack everything up because all of the pieces that you're going to need are tucked either into your card base or tucked right into your envelope, okay? So you'll need those. And then this month, what everybody got is this. You get a little packet of product. So they got the, is there 2 sheets here? Yeah. Of this specialty wood type. It's real thin. It's almost like washi tape without the stickiness. And then you got the paper, which is gorgeous. I felt like these two 2020, 2022 in color enamel dots worked really well, like the yellow and the cinnamon cider and the misty moonlight. Like it just, I don't know if that's actually what coordinates with this designer paper or not. It might be. They might, like that might be why it coordinates. But I thought this was a really great set to go with this. And then the other thing that you got was an entire roll of the bumblebee ribbon. And this is the chevron. Oh my gosh, I love this ribbon so, so much. So that's one of the things we're going to be using. So as always, any of the pieces that are designer paper, you'll need to cut yourself. And then you also got in your packet the PDF that has all of the measurements. And then we'll be using the stamp set. So let's start out with, I'm going to do these in order of how they came in your kit. And also the way they are on the PDF is the order they are in your kit. So I try to make sure like those little details are there for you guys to help you out when you're creating. Okay, so for this one, for the very first one, we have our yellow, this is Bumblebee cardstock, and it's actually the card base. So if you want a piece of white cardstock inside, you're going to want to cut that. Yellow is pretty easy to write on, but I know sometimes it does kind of make it look finished or like finish it off, I feel like, to add that piece of white. So we'll just cut this. I cut mine at 4 inches by 5 1/4. I need adhesive. I'm going to use snail today. I think this is my like last few rolls of snail. So we'll just put that on the inside. And then you can also stamp something on the inside if you want. I don't tend to do that, but you totally can. So then this Bumblebee cardstock is cut. It's going to go on the front. And we're going to use our Oh, I was like, I know we have a block big enough for this. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so what we'll do is put that on there. And then what I'm going to do, what I like to do with like bigger background stamps like this, let me grab Bumblebee. Oh, good, Carol. You just got this bundle today. So we'll ink this up with Bumblebee. And then what we're going to do is lay this on here. I'm just protecting my hands from that other ink. I don't have any. Oh, that came out great. That came out a lot better than I was feeling like it was going to come out. Okay, so then this piece here, we're going to add to our piece here. And you can pop this up if you want. I feel like I've wasted a lot of time trying to get that stamp set together, so I'll refrain from popping a lot of things up. Look how beautiful that is. The other thing that I like to do, and you guys have seen me do this, is with the Winka Stella, you can come in when you stamp something like this when you're doing tone on tone. So this is Bumblebee cardstock, and then on top of it, it has Bumblebee ink. Now, you can take your Wink of Stella and go over your images, and the Wink of Stella will reactivate the ink that you've stamped a little bit, and so you will be able to get a little bit of a different color. So you can totally see the difference between just stamping it and then filling it in. The Wink of Stella will add a little bit of color to your cardstock. It'll darken it up a little bit, but then also that Wink of Stella reactivates that ink, and it's like coloring it in and giving it a little bit of a different feel and color to it without a lot of work. So you can totally do that. This, I don't necessarily think this is gonna, you're not gonna have a ton of shimmer, I guess, doing this. Like the shimmer might not show up as much. And you could do it also with a water painter, like an aqua painter. It would work if you just had water in this. The Wink of Stella does give it a little bit of shimmer and just a little bit of a different look. Daisy said, I'd be so afraid to use my large block. I'd be using my Stamparatus so I could do it twice in case I messed up. Yes, and also if you'd use your Stamparatus, you could stamp it darker. So the other thing with inks is that if you continue to stamp multiple times, it's going to darken it up, which could be another look as well. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to need are some butterflies. So if you have the dies, if you got the dies this month, you got the bundle, then you will be able to use the dies to cut out your pieces. Otherwise, you can just fussy cut them. It will work to fussy cut them as well. It's really not that hard to fussy cut them. I'll just show you real quick. You can do it in a very quick manner. I want one of these pink ones. So all you're going to do is just leave a little bit of a white border so you don't have to get super close to the image, and that will help with the little pieces on the butterfly that are really thin. I don't know that you would want to try to cut those out, but just leave that white border. And move your paper instead of your scissors. Try to hold your scissors really, really still. And then like for this, don't go all the way down. So instead of going all the way down, just go a little ways down. And then same with this. Instead of going all the way down, just leave a little bit of white. And then go around that. Like so. And it's totally fine. That's probably a little bit more of a white border than maybe the other ones, but I really don't think anybody's gonna notice or care. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is cut a few strips. You can cut any of your pieces out. You're gonna need one of these pieces and then another design. And I think that I will do, let me see what I used on the other ones. Okay, I'm gonna use this Bermuda Bay piece. And I don't typically share the measurements on the live because that's a perk to getting, I had somebody ask me this. They left a comment on my YouTube and said, can you please share the measurements of this project? And I said, no, I cannot, because the measurements is really, it's a perk to getting the kit. Knowing the exact measurements. You can guess, you can estimate, and I don't think it's too terribly hard to figure out. But that is my response for my favorite card kit and Blessed to Craft kits. I don't share exact measurements because it's a perk to getting the kit from me. Okay, so we have this. And what we're gonna do next is just layer this. And I'm gonna layer this one normal, and then this one I'm gonna add a little flagged end. So I'm just gonna do that with my scissors. Again, super easy. You're just gonna flag the edge, and we know it doesn't need to be perfect because this is handmade. Oops. There we go. So this piece, and any of the designs would work. You guys know I love Bermuda Bay, so it's easy for me to choose the Bermuda Bay one. And then I'm just using my grid mat. Hopefully I'm not, oh, I'm a little bit high up there. I just used my grid mat to line that up. And then for the flagged piece, we're gonna add it so it hangs off a little bit. I probably could have made my Bermuda Bay piece a little shorter. Okay, so then we'll add the butterflies, and what I'm doing is using these 3 and layering them. That one there, and this one here. And then I have this So Sweetly Stitched piece that is gonna have your sentiment. Now I'm gonna lay this on here and then I'm gonna show you the original card. I don't have my Healing Hug stamp set, so I can't stamp the sentiment. And these are definitely cards that I want to create more of. So I'm not gonna adhere anything until I have my sentiment, but this is what your card would look like once you have your sentiment. Sending you healing vibes. I loved the way that this fit right on here. It was a good fit. And then I popped up this butterfly and this butterfly, and I also popped up this. And then I layered kind of everything, like the butterflies layered over this. And then you can add your wink of Stella to your butterflies. And then the next thing that I'm going to do, so I'm going to set this aside because I am going to put these together when I get that stamp set. Okay, so then the next thing that you can do, I think I already have a package of these opened. So let's grab them if I do. I'm really bad about opening multiple, okay, I don't think that I do, multiple packs of embellishments. I'll have like 4 of these open and like 1 or 2 used because I just grab a new one and open it. I'm trying to be better about that. So these are gorgeous. And I would take the pink ones and just add the pink or the jade ones. These pink ones are pretty though. And we'll add a few in here for a little pop of color. The blue would be pretty too. And use those embellishments up, you guys. Don't even worry about it. That is what it's here for. Yeah, I like that. And you guys know I always, you know, add. I always keep going. Probably add more than I need to. I used a whole row of those. Yeah, I like that. This is so pretty, and I just love that. Sending you healing vibes. Love it. Okay, so that's the first one. Okay, the second one is going to be the Bermuda Bay. Let me make sure that's the one that's on my... Nope. Nope. Lied. Totally lied. The next one is going to be this one. Okay, so... And you guys can see... again, so sad that the stitched shapes are retiring. I have another set of those on my order because I want to make sure that I get an extra set, and they are back ordered as well. Okay, so for this one, what we're gonna do is you're gonna pick any design from in here. I'm gonna go ahead and pick this design right here. And you're going to cut, this is a pretty standard cut for me, so it's an easy one for me to share. It's just a 1/4 inch off. That's what I always do for those first layers, basically, because I like to keep things simple. And we will attach this. Now, you don't want to pop this up. You're not going to want to pop this one up. And you want a pretty solid piece for this. This is going to be a fun fold card. So pretty solid piece. Now, the design that I used was actually this one. And you have 2 of those. So the next one, I have to refer to my PDF for that layer. Okay. Oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Okay. I think I did it wrong. I did. Quarter. Sorry, guys. So I'm using this design here. Okay. So now you have this piece here. And you can place this in, you can do it right in the middle. You can do it off to the side. I like doing mine off to the side. So what you're going to want to do, again, you're not going to want to pop this piece up. I'm going to do mine off to the side, and I'm going to line this up at the top and the bottom because it's the same length. Oh, you guys, I am just having a time today with anything that's sticky. Oh well, it happens. Okay, so then that's going to be the opening of your card. So then you have a white piece that will go inside, and that is so you can write your message on a piece. Or again, you could stamp something. It would be easy to stamp a sentiment. Okay, next is our butterfly design. And that is going down right on this part. And then you're going to do your sentiment. And then I'm going to show you how to tie the bow. Because again, I don't have my stamp set. So you're going to... This is how it's going to look. Okay. So you're going to take a piece of your ribbon. Now you guys know I always like to take a little bit more than probably what I'm going to need because it's easier to tie. If you just get the exact part that you need, it's going to be hard to like fuss with those loops. So what I like to do is have a little bit more than what I think I need. And then you're just going to do your normal loops. But what you want to do is make sure that when you're wrapping this around and then you go in for your loop, make sure at this point that your ribbon is flat. So see, this is flat, there's nothing curved, right? So this is what I mean. If you have just exactly enough for your bow, when you're tightening these loops, it's going to be really hard to do because you don't have a lot of ribbon to fuss with. So then what you want to do is hold your loop part tight. Okay, so I'm pinching this really tight, and then I'm pulling that bow through, the loop through. So then do the same thing, and then make sure that it's, see, this is twisted. Like it got twisted when it went through. So you can untwist this part. And it just takes a minute to fuss with this. So that's okay, because if this is the part of your project that you're taking, the card itself is really simple. So you don't have to worry about it. So if this is the part that you're fussing with and making sure is nice, that's okay. Right? Okay, so then pull this tight again. So pull your loop tight again. And then, see, we're pulling that through and making sure it's nice and flat. And that's how you're going to get a really nice bow. Do that again, and then I'm going to tighten this. So I'm just tightening as I go. We'll just fuss with it for a minute. And then pull your hoops together, your little loops, and pull your ribbon together. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a really sharp pair of scissors, cut up halfway one way, and then flip it to the other side and cut at an angle Up the other side. Oops. It's like one little strand I didn't get. So this is okay. It looks kind of a mess right now. It's okay. See that one little strip? Okay, now do the other side. So you're going to go up one way, up the other way. Okay. I'm going to pull this a little bit. And then I'm actually going to trim this a little bit more because it was a little long. And that's okay. Okay, and then here's the trick. If you're under the age of 18, don't do this. Don't try to sue me for telling you to melt your ribbon, but you can very carefully apply a little bit of heat to the bottom of that. It will help define your cut, and it will also prevent it from fraying. And then you're going to use glue dots to add that to your circle after you do your sentiment. And you can also put little glue dots on the ends of your little pieces here if you want them specifically to lay a certain way. But glue dots work really well on that ribbon. It's gonna really hold it. Like, this is really on there. Like, I'm not worried about it going through the mail. So again, I'm gonna set this card aside and I'm gonna stamp my sentiment when I get my stamp set. Yes?
Can I go to the abandoned houses with Lucas?
Yes, you can. Please come back and check in a little bit. Okay, our next card is the Bermuda Bay card. And again, look at my little stitched square. Did I miss a question? Iona said, I used to always get the butterfly sets, but with us moving and the job situation, I didn't this year. Seems this set didn't stick around. This is brand new, Iona. This is a brand new set. This is just out this month. It's not in any catalog yet. It will be in the new annual catalog coming up. So it'll be around for a while. Okay, so this one, we're going to use this paper. Remember when I first got this paper and I was like, it's weird and I don't know about it? It's because it has that like washi tape feel to it, but it's not sticky. So it's really, really thin. So this is just going to be a layer. And I just want it to be part of the card, and then I want it to go all the way down. Okay. So like that. I love this piece, this wood grain piece against Bermuda Bay. And then we're going to pick another design, and you guys saw me use this for my slimline card. I love this ombre look. So then you'll have a piece of pink here. And then we'll cut. I want most of the pink and the yellow, so that's what I'm going to try to get. And that's, yeah, and we'll do, I'm just being mindful of which colors I'm cutting off. So I cut off some of the yellow so that I could have more of the blue. And these will be layered together. So this is a really easy one. Oh, we didn't add any embellishments to that last one. Let me bring that one back and we'll add a few embellishments. Okay, so let's pause. And then the other thing you could do if you didn't want the bow, if you felt like that was too like maybe bulky, add just some of the dots above. So I feel like I want to use the jade colored ones, and we won't use as many. I love this jade color, just jade. Let me add a few of these. The colors It's funny. These colors must be the end colors, and I must have just missed that because these coordinate so well. Okay, so I love that. Okay, so this, now we're working on this. You can pop this piece up. This, if you pop this up, don't do it with dimensionals. Make sure you have a full, because it's so thin, I feel like it will droop if you just try to use dimensional, unless you cover the entire back with dimensionals, which might be annoying to have to take off all the backing, but use fun foam or 3M tape, something that's going to give you more coverage to pop these pieces up. And then we'll do this piece. And instead of putting it here, closer to the edge, I'm actually putting it closer to this edge. I'm busy. Okay, so here's my square that will go here. Now on the card, what I've done is I've stamped in Bermuda Bay the Get Well. Now for mine, I added the butterflies from the die. There's these little tiny butterflies. Everybody did not get little tiny butterflies in their kit this month. So instead, if you don't have the die and you can't cut those mini butterflies, what you'll want to do is use your embellishments. And I'm not going to quite do it on this one because, again, I want to stamp this and attach this. I'll pop it up with the Get Well, and then I will add some of my dots all around like I normally do. So that's how I will embellish this one. Again, I stamped in Bermuda Bay. On this one, I stamped in Bumblebee. And then on the first card, I stamped in Bermuda Bay. So I used Bermuda Bay and Bumblebee ink for these cards. And that's how those look. For mine, you'll notice that mine's on a white card base. I just added a Bermuda Bay top to it, like card front, but yours came in Bermuda Bay. So your card base is Bermuda Bay. And then you still have tons of paper. I know we only used the ribbon. We only used this tiny piece of ribbon. But the whole concept of Blessed to Craft is you get a little bit of product to try out. So you get a roll of ribbon, you get some embellishments. It's never my goal to use all of the embellishments that you get on the cards that we're making. I want you to be able to have this in your stash to then, my hope is that it's out on your desk and then you will use it on some other projects and try it out and see how you like it. And then maybe you want to pick up some additional like ribbon, or maybe you like these embellishments and you pick them up. I will say, just as a heads up, this particular ribbon, the chevron ribbon, and these embellishments are retiring. So I ordered 3 more of this ribbon and Bumblebee in Midnight, Misty Moonlight, and also in Just Jade because I like this ribbon. And I think some of these are on sale as well. And then I picked up this month when I ordered everybody's embellishments for everybody's kit. I actually picked up 5 for myself because I knew they were retiring. And I wanted to make sure that I had them. So that's a heads up. And then I hope that you'll be able to use it. It's a great yellow. The Bumblebee goes with a lot. You can even use this when you're using crushed curry. It is a good yellow that will like coordinate with that as well. So I'm sorry I couldn't stamp these sentiments with you guys. If you are watching and you're one of the Blessed to Craft ladies that got the stamp set, Healing Hugs, check your stamp set. And if it is a used stamp set, I am so sorry. And just send me an email and we'll get it exchanged. Like I'll get your new one sent to you. It's the only thing that I can think that happened. I mean, I always keep my stamps together for the Blessed to Craft. I have a little, container that like all of my pieces sit for this live. and I just must have sent it out. I don't know what else would have happened to it. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I will be doing the bonus project for Blessed to Craft in the Blessed to Craft Facebook group in just a little bit. So you'll get to see the bonus project. And then I will be sending out an email and getting this over to YouTube because I know not everybody is on Facebook. So that's what I will be spending my afternoon doing, is just wrapping this up. And then on the 1st, you will see the brand new projects for April, which I'm excited about. And then if you've emailed me, I will be getting back to you this afternoon too. That's the next thing I'm on my to-do list. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Friday. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll be back next week. We will have crafty projects and brand new things to chat about, and it will be fun to wrap up the month of March. I can't believe we're going into April already. It seems really crazy. So thank you guys so much. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you later.